Anyway, so the market is hot in spring and summer. So everybody tends to I'm going to wait. The problem is honestly, and Dan, you can help me confirm this, but I have not seen the market this hot so quick with so much momentum since 2007.
It's been insane. In fact, I have a buyer right now that about 2 months ago was in the market. She liked a house. She decided that her friend came over with her and decided, you know what, I don't like this house for you. And so she didn't buy it. 3 houses later and $35,000 more in purchase price, she's now putting an offer on something higher.
Oops.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to kick her and say, dude, that was the perfect house for you. But she's now having to pay more because the market's not only rising, but it's just she has to live in a specific area. There is no other option for her. She will not live anywhere else except for one specific area. And you just can't, you have to wait for a house to come on the market. And every time they do, they're higher than the last time they came on the market.
Okay, let's talk about that, Dan. And if you just tuned in, you're here with Don Gatling and Daniel Hunt with the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show, now the Don and Dan Show today, every 9 a.m. on KHTS. And let's talk about how it's more competitive. We're seeing multiple offers now, right, Dan?
No, absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so why don't we help you out there with helping the negotiation process. One, of course, work with a real professional, a local. You need locals, period. This town is a bubble. Everybody knows everybody. For example, me being in this town for 28 years doing finance. Somebody outside the area doesn't have a prayer because the agents here protect their sellers. Right. Therefore, they are not going to take your home off the market for someone they don't know, meaning the real estate agent or the lender that they don't know. Now, it doesn't mean they won't look at your offer or accept an offer, but your chances, a little bit slimmer, you think?
Absolutely. When they get an offer across their table written from someone, in Riverside,
right,
as opposed to a local real estate agent that they can call and say and see on a Friday night, Saturday night around town, it's just a level of security that you have that you're not going to get from an outside agent.
Well, and you're absolutely right, Dan. So here's the clue. Make sure, if you really want the best negotiation process, the best opportunity to get your offer accepted versus other offers, trust me, there are multiple offers. Again, we're low on inventory. If you guys notice, we haven't built a whole lot of homes in the last 8 years. I mean, they're building some, but not to keep up with the growth. We're talking just normal growth in Santa Clarita. Therefore, we're low on inventory. The market's picking up. Rates are incredible. We're talking the low 4s. It's bouncing around the the upper 3s at times. So you have the best opportunity for a buyer right now. But the problem is if you are not working with a local real estate agent and a local lender that is trusted, meaning they know that the loan's going to close and the loan's going to close on time. Right. That's a huge negotiation advantage, right?
Absolutely. And they know that when they get that pre-qual letter from Skyline Home Loans that they don't have to even think about it again.
That's true, because we do close all our loans.
Absolutely.
Yeah, unless there's a property issue, I mean, there's a value issue. Other than that, pretty much every single loan we go. What I'm getting at is when they know it's going to close, then they're going to accept that offer a lot easier. Plus, we actually pick up the phone. We call the listing agent and let them know you're going to be receiving an offer from Mr. and Mrs. Borrower. We've been working with them for months, and Mr. and Mrs. Borrower loves your home. You should really consider their offer above other offers. We can assure you that this is basically as strong as a cash offer because we've already done our due diligence. The loan will close, and you won't have to have any worries if you accept our borrower's deal. And I guarantee it, they've said, well, that makes me feel a little more comfortable when the lender's saying, we're good to go.
Right. Even if they have an offer that's slightly higher than yours, they may go with yours because they know it's in-house, or it's in town, I should say.
Okay, let's clarify that. That's a good point, Dan, because, and again, if you just tune in, you're with the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show, and you're with Don Gatling and Daniel Hunt today. He's filling in for Gino. Let's clarify that. When you talk about they might accept a lower offer. Now, a lot of you might go, wait a minute, I want the highest offer accepted possible. Why would you take a couple $1,000s less? There's a lot more money to be lost if the deal does not go through. We're talking time, effort, money, headaches, and
inspections and the whole appraisals
And what happens when it falls out? What does it say about the purchase price of the home potentially?
Right. Then it has to sit back on the market, and it's
Mm-hmm.
going to tell everyone in the community, hey, what's wrong with this house?
Exactly. So it could cost you a heck of a lot more than just a couple $1,000s. So it is key to work with somebody local. And it's also key to take action now. Don't you agree? I mean,
Absolutely.
if you wait till spring, you're going to have more competition.
And higher prices. I mean, if
Higher prices, and interest rates could bounce back up.
yeah, who knows what that? That's always the mysterious thing is what are interest rates going to do?
Well, 1/4% could cost you $10, $15, $20,000 in purchasing power.
Right. And that's
Just
huge.
like that. There goes, I always say it, there goes Johnny's room. Now he's bunking with Billy.
With his little sister.
Yeah, exactly. Or, wives, you're not getting that island in the kitchen. And guys, no 3-car garage.
Right.
So take advantage now. Anytime you want, you can reach out to us. Reach out to Dan Hunt over here. How can they get a hold of you, Dan?
Give me a call here, 661-802-5790.
That's right. And to get pre-approved with one of the best teams I've ever worked with in 28 years being out here in Santa Clarita. Our team absolutely kills it. You'll actually like our staff even more than us, which is hard to do.
Yeah, you'll love them. They're fantastic.
I mean, the girls just really, really care. And that's what you want, is someone who's accountable, really cares, really asks you the right questions to make sure you're getting the best options for your particular scenario. They're not just throwing out. I mean, you do a mortgage coach for everybody, right?
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
And this mortgage coach is a 4-page, 4-color, full-blown total cost analysis. It is not just a good faith estimate that you don't understand.
Right. This lists out everything about the loan that you're going to get.
There you go.
And options, options aplenty, too.
I like that. Options aplenty. We have and we're a direct lender with many, many banks to work with, so that helps. We're not tied to just one source. So, again, reach out to us at Skyline Home Loans. You can find us at SantaClaritaHomeLoan.com, SantaClaritaHomeLoan.com. All right, you're going to want to stay tuned because we also have a great guest. He's been on our show many, many times. One of the gurus of insurance in this town, no doubt about it. 30 years experience, Mr. Carlos Villalobos. He's going to share with you some great topics. We're going to talk about, deductibles. What is the right deductible? What about replacement cost versus actual cash value? How do you cover your jewelry? And what about, vehicle? If your vehicle is used for business, is it covered? And then we'll talk about that so important question, earthquake insurance. Are there options, and what should we do about it? So, Dan, thanks for being part of our show.
Hey, thanks for
today.
having me. It was a good time.
Actually, if you want to stick around with Carlos, you can do that too. But we're going to have a great time. Carlos Villalobos Insurance. Don't go away. You're here with the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show with Don Getling, Daniel Hunt. We'll be right back.